think everyone's quite sort of open that the market has been quite hard to raise in. And I would say that my advice would be to do your research. So it's worth putting the time in before you go to pitch to understand what are the points that people want to hear about and what they care about. And then I think tied to that, sort of building relationships is very important. It's a small market, particularly in the impact investing space, and we all want more money to go towards impactful innovations. So often we can do referrals or give you pointers on who else to speak to. For us, the first and most important thing is impact, and also a team that's dedicated towards it, and the data and evidence to back that up. The second thing is probably innovation. So it's in our name and it's obviously what we look for. And that is a novel approach or product in the market that's operating. And then the third one is a path to scale. Yeah, I think it's been quite resilient. Like globally, we've seen sort of a funding winter, but there's still a lot of capital going towards South and Southeast Asia. There are a lot more sort of homegrown investors that are also investing in the region. And I think governments are doing a lot as well to encourage companies to set up in the region or to make it sort of easier. There are some markets that still dominate, but I would say that there's a lot of opportunity in the ecosystem. For us, what's particularly exciting and what we've been looking at a lot is climate adaptation and resilience. There's not very much funding that goes towards this, but for us, with our focus on alleviating poverty, it's one of the things, or one of the emerging threats that we really see. So we're particularly interested in that. And I mean, we've seen some really innovative solutions that are quite early stage that really have the potential to change things. And so, I mean, here, Comunidad have been here and they're one of our portfolio, but we've also been looking at sort of solar irrigation and other sort of data for decision making. And I'd say the other side, which I'd be remiss not to mention, particularly with my gender hat on, is innovations that are at the intersection between climate and gender, particularly as women are going to be disproportionately negatively affected by climate change. I think it's great. I mean, there's a lot of information thrown at you in quite a short period of time, but there's a real diversity of innovations in the room that have very different models and tackling different issues. And so it's really great to be able to meet so many different companies that are at different stages doing completely different things.